Hi everyone, and welcome to the Ethereal Tarot channel. My name is Alexa, and in today's reading we will be looking into what you need to be aware of or what you need to be made aware of. So there are 4 groups to choose from, left to right. We will be looking deeper at each option, but just going to go through a rundown really quickly that the timestamps can be found in the description box below if you already know which one or ones you feel drawn to. Just trust your instincts with this process. Whatever is really just drawing you in, that's probably the one for you. You can be drawn to more than one group. Just do what feels best to you. If you find that you enjoy the reading, please remember to leave it a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and leave some comments down below letting me know how it resonated with you. I love interacting with you guys. So with that being said, let's take a more detailed look at each option. Starting with group 1, we have this card here, Hawk, and it's represented by the air element. Group 2, we have the card here, Spider, and it is represented by the earth element. Group 3, we have the Tarantula, and represented by the fire element. And last but never least, we have the buffalo, represented by the earth element. So those are your options. Take your time with choosing, okay? I shall see you very soon in your groups. I'll leave you with a couple more seconds just to overview your selection, and I shall see you very soon. Hello group 1, and welcome to your reading on what you need to be aware of. So we're just going to get a quick check-in on what that may be. So this could be for you to truly ensure that this is your reading. Then we're going to get more detailed as we go. So let's begin, group 1. Okay, what does group 1 need to be aware of? What does group 1 need to be aware of? What does group 1 need to be aware of? You know, group 1, immediately, I feel this. Okay, first of all, I get a big energy of needing to slow down the mind. But essentially, I do feel a huge energy of not being deceived, period, but especially by your own perception of things. With the High Priestess, I do feel a really big need to be very clear about how you're approaching situations and being aware of the tactics or the, I want to say, manipulation that may be occurring, whether this be within relationships or your dynamics with relationships, or just in regard to your wanting to see things differently than how they are, or choosing to be in a situation knowing that it's not best for you, maybe focusing too much on potential rather than seeing things as they present themselves. I feel like I'm getting a lot here, like a toxic perception where it's like a varied perception. Either you're hoping for things to get better in a situation that has proven consistently that it's going to stay the same. Maybe it's very tempting to be involved in it, or maybe it provides you with some type of validation or short-term gratification, or it's very enriching, or it seems to be enriching or fulfilling in that moment, or it's very enticing. I get a very enticing energy with you, or things are enticing you. And I'm getting this big energy of not falling into a trap or not willingly being deceived. Very big on protecting yourself from this type of energy here with the Seven of Wands, creating peace, creating space for yourself, ensuring that you're not making decisions on the spot, I want to say, especially if you're feeling pressured, or especially if there's a feeling of expectation involved. I'm getting mainly in regard to relationships. I did want to bring up again how I said manipulation and deception. I just get this energy of needing to be very aware of that energy and not seeing things how you want to see them, but being very clear, especially if this deals with a person that you've had history with. Okay. Or if this is in some type of environment that requires you to be assertive. I'm just getting a need to be assertive, state what you want, express that you need space, express that you are not comfortable enough to continue. Yeah. I really want to get deeper, but I'm also feeling this wanting to start over on this reading, and I know that I need to persevere. Okay, that's that Seven of Wands energy as well. I know that I need to push through this reading or move beyond something, and I feel I'm just picking up on that energy of maybe not choosing to start something over, or not falling into an old habit, or not falling into old relationships that haven't worked out in hopes of it changing in some way. I just get a big energy of protecting your peace and protecting yourself. So ensure that this resonates thus far for you, group one. If it doesn't, I would recommend maybe choosing a different group. But if you don't find yourself being called to any other group, this reading just may not be for you today, and that is okay. But for those of you that it resonates with, we are going to put these cards away, okay, and delve a bit deeper. I might keep them on the side just so I can remember that energy. Definitely getting very captivating, like very smooth talker vibes. It's a particular person or a group of people, or it will vary for the population of group one, I'm sure. But for the most part, I'm just getting an overall energy of needing to see beyond the facade that people put up, not believing everything that people say, not believing the image that people portray. With the High Priestess is very big energy of seeing the truth, trusting your gut, okay, because beware. Okay, beware. That is a warning I really do feel for you, group one. So let's see, let's get a bit deeper. We have for you card number 4, emotion, with the vegetable cucumber. We also have card number 10, ritual. Card number 21, Venus, beloved. Number 48, we have the 10th house here. New moon in Libra, know you are loved. And Neptune with vision. And finally we have Mars in Pisces, card number 12. And fun fact about me, I have Mars in Pisces in my natal chart. However, this is about you, group one. And initially, when I first pulled out these cards, I felt the energy of being pulled in different directions, or being pulled in primarily two directions, but essentially in different directions. And it's, I want to say, ensure that you stay grounded in this time. We have two earth dominant cards here with the cucumber and the sweet corn here. It's represented by the earth element, and I do feel in order to be able to navigate these situations that are upcoming for you, group one, it is essential that you take space, take time to yourself to really feel how you're feeling, to really tune into your emotions and to not let them become overwhelmed by all the action or all the things taking place, especially with this waxing crescent moon here. I do feel that in the coming days or weeks, you'll definitely be seeing where your actions may need to be recalibrated, or the way you approach situations may need to be reassessed or reanalyzed, and maybe coming to a deeper understanding of how you could be more emotionally driven, but in a way where you are over rationalizing what you feel instead of truly feeling your feelings and going with that. And I do feel that there could be potentially some work issues, or maybe work has become stressful, or whatever you're investing into that provides you with some type of stability, whether that's work, school, a business idea, whatever that is that you're pursuing actively. I feel that that's causing some level of additional burden, and you're looking for an escape in relationships or in social interactions, or you're hoping to be fulfilled emotionally to make up for this burden that you're carrying. It feels quite complex for you, group one, and I want to say, clear out any confusion in your life. Get very clear on what you're focused on, and ensure that you're not remaining in situations that keep you in a perpetual cycle of feeling confused, feeling like you lack information, feeling like it is some type of hidden information, or like you're having to keep a secret, or that secrets are being kept from you. It feels, with this Neptune card, like there's a lot of nebulous energy, or things that can draw you in that could end up needing you to find some type of escape route. I get very big energy of seeing things for how they are, so that you don't have to undergo this process of becoming an escape artist, or needing to really see how you've become overly attached to certain situations, and it's maybe causing you to lose parts of yourself, or become disconnected from a part of yourself. And I feel it's rooted in wanting validation, or wanting to be recognized for some aspect of your personality. Perhaps your relationships uplift you for being very diligent in your career pursuits, or certain people will recognize that that is what you mainly need. I'm getting very big flattering energy, okay, especially with the devil. Very big energy of needing to be sure that you're not falling into the trap of vanity. Okay, this is a little it might be triggering for some of you, so excuse me, but yeah, a very quick tactic for someone who doesn't have good intentions is to flatter someone to death, and that is a red flag. Okay, group one. So if someone is being obsequious, or being overly I don't even know how to explain the energy. It's a difference between someone genuinely complimenting you and really uplifting you in a way that's encouraging, and they just want to provide you with that feeling from a genuine place, but I'm just getting this energy of needing to see things as they are, not being caught up in an illusion. I get very big illusions, especially in the realm of relationships. So if you are looking to build meaningful, long-lasting, stable, reliable relationships, I want to say, do not fall prey to those who know how to manipulate a situation in their favor so that they make you believe that there's something that they're not. Okay, let's get a bit more detail because I don't feel satisfied with that just yet. So can we get a bit more here? Yes, be very clear about your direction. Be very clear about your boundaries. Be very clear about your integrity, what you stand for. Be very clear about your values, okay? Ensure that they align with the people around you, okay? Don't be drawn into someone just because of their status or just because of their title or just because they look good or any superficial reasons. It's like, get to the core of this person, see beyond the facade, see beyond the surface of their being, okay? Especially if you truly want to feel connection with someone, it goes beyond the superficial. How do they make you feel in the long run outside of just being complimentary? I feel like I'm going in circles now, so let us center this energy, okay, and get more information about what you need to be aware of. Yeah, be aware of that type of energy, okay? Group 1, what else does group 1 need to be aware of, please? What else does group 1 need to be aware of? The High Priestess, we have that twice. We have the High Priestess twice. Definitely, this is really asking you to dig deep into that intuition. And when I say that, this is quiet. And that's why I kept saying you need to make time, make space for peace and quiet, ensuring that you have that in place so that your gut feeling can arise more easily and so that you're not over intellectualizing things that you know to be true, or saying, well, maybe they have changed, or oh, maybe they actually do care about me, or maybe they actually do want a relationship, or maybe they actually do have. I just feel like cut it out. Cut it out. See things for how they are. See things for how they are, group 1. Very important to see things as they are. Don't hold on to something just because you want it to be something, or just because it's with the devil, like maybe it's been a cycle, or maybe it's familiar, or maybe there's just an aspect to it that's very passionate, very addictive. I just feel like a pulling you in, and the High Priestess is not about it. Okay, it's not about it, and it's definitely in regard to our relationship with the Two of Cups. Okay, anything else? What do they need to be aware of? There is, with the High Priestess as well, I just feel like you don't have all the information, and I feel that's where the extra confusion will come in, is that you're having to really rely on your intuition. You're really having to rely on your gut instinct, because there is a component of secrecy. Maybe this relationship happens at night, or maybe you meet this person at night, or maybe there's just some type of hidden quality to it, or there's potentially a hidden agenda that you're not aware of, and that's what you need to be aware of, okay? Take what resonates, of course, group 1. I don't feel like this message is the easiest to consume or to digest, but you asked for what you needed to be aware of, and this is what we are getting. Anything else for group 1, please? What do they need to be aware of here? What does group 1 need to be aware of? We have the Page of Wands. I'm getting a lot there with that page. That page is very passionate, I feel. Very thrill-seeking. I do feel this energy of wanting a shakeup or wanting some type of adventure or wanting to experience something new, and that could potentially lead you to be drawn into this energy. It's very important that you see where you could redirect your passions. See what you're doing on an everyday basis, especially with this ritual card here. What are your daily habits? What are your routines? What needs to be changed so that you are not drawn into potentially unhealthy situations because you're seeking a thrill or because you're seeking some type of fun that you're not currently receiving. Maybe some of your relationships have become a bit monotonous, and with this Leo here, or it's giving like North Node, but I'm going to interpret it as Leo and North Node. I do feel this is a pivotal time of change in your life, for one, of getting very clear on what needs to be released, for one. What are you holding on to that's potentially causing this wanting to escape or wanting to indulge in certain things, certain people, habits? Where might there need to be a cut of distraction so that your vision isn't as blurred? And how can you invest in relationships that feel harmonious and comforting and healthy without feeling like it'll lead to some type of monotony or boredom? Very complex. Please let me know how it resonates for you, group 1, because this message here is something else. Can we get one final card for group 1, please? Excuse me. The Wheel of Fortune. Okay. Definitely I want to say, first of all, there's major changes happening in your life at this time in multiple arenas. I'm feeling your career, your relationships, your potentially your moving or your home life, maybe that's changing, as well as, I'm missing one, your sense of identity. So there's just this, I feel you're being provoked in a way so that you can realign your life, so that you can really get a clear sense of what is important to you. How can you lay down solid foundations and a solid sense of support without it being corrupted by people who don't truly have the best intentions for you, because you're seeking some type of you're seeking love, or you're seeking a feeling of recognition or a feeling of being wanted, but also you're wanting to be recognized for your efforts. It's like a mixed bag. I think you're wanting a lot and you're not getting that from situations that you're currently involved in. And with this Wheel of Fortune, things are going to occur for you to be presented with an crossroad, I want to say, or a crossroad, an important decision that needs to be made so that you can pursue what you really want, or get aligned with what you really want, so that you can feel more comfortable letting go of what's been keeping you stagnant. Maybe out of a feeling of safety, feeling like this is secure, but no, it's becoming suffocating, I feel. Yeah, I do feel big energies of focusing on what can help you to advance. Group 1. What can help you to progress forward more easily without these distractions? Because I'm feeling very big distraction energy. I feel like I wasn't very clear in this reading. And in the beginning, I did say I wanted to start over. And I feel for you, Group 1, you're getting a chance to start over. But in this new beginning, I want to say, it requires endings. New beginnings always entail endings. But also, it's really encouraging you not to fall victim to old patterns and old behaviors that led you to this situation in the first place. So let us finish off this reading with a few tea leaf oracle cards here, just to provide some additional information for you, Group 1. Final messages here for Group 1. Thank you. I was hoping for 3 and it gave it to me. So I love that. On the bottom we have turkey. Someone is behaving stupidly. What's beneath that? We have grasshopper. Situation in the balance that require careful handling. So definitely I do feel this will require a lot of observation, careful consideration, and discernment here for you, Group 1. So we have now this is an additional message here. We have wealth, horse, short journey, and pig, beware of greed. So okay, I also want to say for you, Group 1, beware of your career motivations and ensure that you are not solely pursuing it for the purpose of material gratification or for the sole purpose of wanting to acquire a massive amount of wealth. Also, I want to say in regard to relationships, if you have been wanting to seek a thrill, okay, in a way where it may involve secrets, or if you feel drawn to having your cake and eating it too, I don't really know how I feel about that statement, because I don't know, it just feels problematic. But if you're engaging in behavior that is secretive and deceptive, I want to say, especially in regard to relationships, just be sure that you are not hurting yourself and others in the process of that. Because with the Wheel of Fortune, it's just telling me that what goes around comes around. So ensure that you are putting out what you want to get back. Okay. But with horse, I do feel this is asking you, I'm getting like daily routines, daily habits. With short journey, what does that look like for you? How often are you moving around? Do you have enough time to just settle down? Are you constantly on the move? Is there ways that you can implement more space for relaxation and introspection? Because I feel with this Page of Wands here as well, there's this wanting to always be in the mix or wanting to be experiencing something. And yeah, I just feel that's causing a lack of it's lacking an ability to take action with logic. I just feel like there's a being driven by impulses or being driven by emotion, which is impulses. So yeah, I do feel like things are looking up for you in regard to your career, however, but be careful with that energy as well. Enjoy the luxuries and the benefits that having resources provides, but don't fall into the trap of thinking that that is the source of all things. Let me know how this resonated for you, Group 1. Whoa. That's what I have to say is whoa. Ooh-wee. I'm very intrigued to know your responses in regard to this reading. I will say I was not prepared for what showed up, but here we are. I send you so much love. I send you healing. I send you peace. May you be well. May you be healthy. May you be wealthy. Okay, because I see that as a wish of yours. And may you ground in truth and honesty. So, hopefully I'll see you in another reading. Excuse my language. Mercury is in shadow. No excuses, okay? No excuses. Hopefully I'll see you in another reading. Until then, I shall chat with you another time. Bye-bye, group one. Hello, group 2, and welcome to your reading on what you need to be aware of. So we're just going to jump on in and try to get an answer to that question before we get deeper, okay? So let us see, what does group 2 need to be aware of? What does group 2 need to be aware of? Okay, group 2, I do feel that you're coming to a new level of understanding about what your next steps are, where you're headed potentially, what you are meant to be doing. I do get a big energy of coming to understand your mission or your purpose. I do that with quotations because I do feel personally our purpose is to live and to experience, but for you I do see that you're coming to see how you are going about that experience, what will help you to feel more invigorated or more inspired about the actions that you're taking to get you to a certain level. I feel this to be like an awakening moment, like a revelation of some type, feeling very inspired. I do get this energy of seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. I feel like this has been a long time coming, okay? And it may be happening very quickly, or decisions are needing to be made very quickly for you, group 2, or perhaps that's just the feeling that things are picking up. I need to decide, what am I going to do? And I want to encourage you, group 2, to seek counsel. Maybe this is even saying that you're considering going to school with the Hierophant that represents institutions. Maybe you want to work for a specific institution or work to enhance the way a certain institution happens. I'm getting like prison reform or activism, or really caring about people or a certain group of people and wanting to assist in that arena. I feel this involves other people some way, somehow. Like I was saying, you may be wanting to enroll in school again, or maybe you're wanting to join a spiritual community, or maybe you're being more proactive about joining things or getting more information about things. I really just feel this is a time of talking with people who have knowledge about the area that you're trying to go into, or who just have knowledge. I feel this is a time of expanding your knowledge as well, group 2. Yeah, you could be coming into communication or coming into contact with people who could assist you on this path ahead here. That's what I feel. Let's get more specific, but I am saying you need to be aware of these new opportunities, or aware of this revelation that could be happening for you right now, or this awakening to the truth of your path or the next steps that you need to take. Because I do feel like I need to slow down with these words. It's just the messages are coming so quick, okay? I do feel that there has been some form of confusion about your path ahead, or about your way forward, but it seems as if either there's just this awareness that starts to come in, or maybe you are in communication with a teacher of some type, or maybe a person of authority, someone who has a lot of knowledge in the subject or in a subject that you're interested in. I feel some way, somehow, they're influencing you or helping you to come to some new awareness. Maybe this is even a spiritual teacher, or you coming in contact with someone. I just feel there is someone like a mentor figure or a teacher vibe who's coming to help in progressing you forward in some way. But let's take a look at the other cards that you have. We have the card here of grounding, which is the energy of Virgo. We also have new moon in Capricorn, step up and lead. Full moon in Virgo, take inspired action. Very earthy reading, okay? We have the retrograde, card number 15, with review. And we also have Leo, card number 5, shine. And these final cards over here, we have Saturn in Capricorn and Saturn in Aquarius. So I really do feel the need to point out some very significant signs here. I'm going to say all the earth signs because the Hierophant is represented by Taurus. All the earth signs, Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus, very strong energy. So I do feel this is all about practicalities for you in this reading. This is very much about your next steps forward, what actions can be taken to progress you towards any goals or any visions for your life. Okay, group 2. But I also want to say I'm feeling fire signs, particularly Sagittarius and Leo, and Aquarius. So there could be some major transits in your birth chart that are influencing this revelation. However, you're here for a tarot reading, not an astrology reading, okay? Overall, I do feel for you, group 2, that there's this energy of maybe doubting your ability to achieve a certain status in life. And I am seeing with this retrograde card here, there's this reviewing of your plans, reviewing of your past actions, and if you feel satisfied with where you're at currently. I do feel a bit of dissatisfaction, but it's tempered by I'm getting hope, or a renewed sense of hope, because you're coming into awareness of where you can go from here, knowing that all is not lost. With this Saturn energy here, especially for some of you, I just feel like it's been very difficult, very tedious. A lot of work and effort have been put into overcoming situations. With the sun here on the grounding card there, it does tell me that you're coming out of that. Although I want to emphasize that this means lots of major changes here. The Hierophant is card number 5. We have card number 5 here, and Leo is card number 5. 5 to me represents change and some level of conflict. I do feel the main conflict is primarily with yourself, because with this Virgo energy, there could be a nitpicking or a focusing too much on trying to get things perfect, or trying to ensure that what you engage yourself in, you're doing it flawlessly, like you're not messing up in any way. And I want to say for you, group 2, it's very important that you try your best to rid of any perfectionistic qualities that pop up, because that is what I feel has limited your capacity to reach heights that you're capable of. Because I do get this very strong determination, this very strong work ethic with you, but the only thing that limits that is your perception of yourself and the standards that you hold yourself to. It feels like unbelievably high standards, group two, especially with Capricorn and Virgo. My goodness, are those standards high? Okay. And it's great to want to be excellent. It's great to strive for that. But I want to say, instead of striving for perfection, strive for excellence, and know that with you already wanting things to be perfect, you already have an inclination towards excellence. So you don't have to work super hard to get that result. I feel this energy of overworking yourself and needing to really take a step back to see how you could contribute to your own restlessness or your own anxiety, or even this energy of doubting yourself is causing some type of emotional imbalance for you, group two. Yes, I just feel it's a big energy of really tuning more into that Leo energy here on the table, of feeling confident and courageous and having this innate knowing that I am capable, I am great, my talents deserve to be recognized, I have the drive and the capability to pursue whatever I put my mind to, and with that mindset I shall achieve anything, and my actions will prove it. I just feel this hyping yourself up or developing a stronger sense of confidence in your abilities and your skills in yourself, so that you can fully step into your ability to take action consistently, group two. Okay, I just feel like you've been holding yourself back in a lot of ways, but I feel this energy clearing, especially I want to say when I'm filming this, Venus is in retrograde. Not in retrograde, Venus is retrograde right now in Leo. And I feel like this transit is pretty major for you, group two. But however, this reading is timeless. So whenever you're seeing this, I just feel that you're in a period of really seeing how you've been valuing yourself, valuing your work in general, and valuing how you show up. And if you're truly giving yourself enough recognition for what you're doing, if you're truly seeing yourself in the light that you deserve, because it feels like a lot of background work, like you do a lot of behind the scenes things, and that's all fine and dandy, but you're coming into this time of needing to be more intentional about making your motivations known so that others can assist you in achieving these things. So let's say if for example, if you are in a position and you become very close to a higher up, and you don't ever express to them what you want, long-term career goals. I'm wanting to be more specific. Let's say that you work in a bakery and you help to put things out on the shelf. You're very diligent, you're very particular about how the display is set up because you love food and the way it helps people to feel. But deep down you want to be a chef, and your boss is a chef themselves, or they're a renowned baker around town, but you never tell them, oh, I also aspire to be in this field. And so they never know that they could connect you with someone who can help you in that endeavor. I just feel a need to really let yourself be seen more, or really voice what you want, especially to those people who can help you get there. I know that example was not the greatest, but apply it to your life in the way that is most resonant. Okay, group two. let me get into the cards now, because that was only the overview. We need to get more detail, but I feel like there's so much to extract from all of this. That's why I love these new cards that I've acquired, okay? But I want to say, do not doubt your ability to pull things off, okay? You are capable beyond your knowledge, group 2, and you just need to tap into that energy. This is a time of self-empowerment so that you can truly see all that you're capable of, and so that you can reach these heights that you could only dream of. Especially with Saturn here, yes, it may take time, it may not be rewarding in the short term, but with consistent, diligent, focused action, with a clear plan of where you're headed and a clear idea of what steps need to be taken to get you there, you will reach that place. You will reach that stance, that status in life, if you take the steps that have been shown. Don't give up on this step because you feel like, oh my gosh, it's such a long way to go. Do I have what it takes to get there? Yes, you do. Okay, group 2, yes, you do. So let's see, what does group 2 need to be aware of, please? What does group 2 need to be aware of? Oh, see, you know what? That's what I'm going to leave it at. It's so much earth energy here. We only have pentacles. We only have pentacles. Oh, never mind. We have the 4 of Cups hiding. So let me arrange these appropriately. The 4 of Cups immediately makes me want to say, do not ignore your blessings. I just feel like there's multiple opportunities that could be pouring into you, and you could be in the perfect position to turn towards these offers that are coming in, but there could be this tendency to become complacent, or this energy of like, well, do I just have the energy? I don't really feel like it. I just feel like that'll take so much out of me. I want to say, the work that you put in now will pay off later, group. Sorry, I got distracted by that card. This is the 5 of Cups. Okay, the 5 of Cups is also making it so many 5s. I want to say, do not dwell too much on maybe opportunities that you missed out on in the past, or feeling like you could have done things differently. I really get this energy of not dwelling, group 2, because that is sucking the life out of you, and you're just going to be swimming in that. We don't want to swim in negative emotion, group 2, because that is what will keep us stagnant and keep us from really being focused on the present. For one, I really want to say, ensure that you're implementing grounding practices, meditation. I've recently started to implement the practice of doing 100 breaths, deep breaths a day. I feel like that'll be good for you, just counting to 100 each breath. So 1 breath, 2 breaths, and so on. You know, that'll help you to come back to the present and clear your mind, so that you can become more aware of what's required of you, or what needs to happen, so that you can move forward. However, we have the Knight of Pentacles here, the Ace of Pentacles, and the 9 of Pentacles. So there's you not my words. I also just want to say we have the King of Pentacles on the bottom. So say Pentacles 4 times. That's a tongue twister. Please don't get distracted at this time, group 2. There's so much good happening for you. There's so many opportunities for you to be taking advantage of that will lead to long-term stability, that will lead to self-sufficiency. If you've been wanting to really be able to take care of yourself without relying on someone else or on something else. It's so important that you look at the present opportunities open to you and you take hold of them and you start investing your energy towards that area. Really focus your attention on what will uplift you and what will upgrade your financial status. Don't get caught up in any emotional situations that only leave you feeling depleted, especially if this is in regard to someone who is outside of the realm of helping you to make money. Okay? Yes, your feelings matter. Yes, it's very important to come home to yourself and to ensure that you are taking care of your emotional needs and taking care of your needs overall. But please don't allow any situation that's been continuously disappointing you, whether that's a familial relationship or whether that's a romantic relationship. I feel it's either family or romance that is really taking your mind off of the important things in life, and it's really, really urging you to refocus that intention to your financial stability, because there's so many opportunities here for you. And if you're like, oh my gosh, where are the opportunities? I'm not aware of them. Like, what's going on? What are you talking about? The internet. I want to say there's vast resources, especially in our day and age, to acquire what it is that you are seeking. But I especially feel that there is someone in particular that you are in communication with, or that is nearby, or that you know, or that's at your workplace, who can help you in this transition or this transformation. Because I just feel there's a lot of focus on really up-leveling financially. It will take time. I want to emphasize that for you, group. Two, I want to say in the next 5 years, you'll definitely be in a way better place. I'm not saying it's going to take 5 years, but in 5 years, if you were to implement these changes right now, you'll reach where you'll want to be by then. Okay, but slow and steady wins the race. I want to say, just do what you need to do and everything else will fall into place. Don't focus on the timing. I kind of wish I didn't say 5 years, but I felt like it was necessary just to know, like, it's sooner rather than later. Things are happening, and like I said, it will not take 5 years for you to fully get out of whatever situation you're in right now, but in 5 years I definitely see you in a way better place where you're able to splurge and still have enough, and you're able to be generous with other people and still take care of yourself. Okay, so let's finish off this reading here with some final tea leaf oracle message cards here for you, group 2. Alrighty, and we have January. That's some more Capricorn Aquarius energy there. So maybe someone with those placements could be very important in your life. But I just feel like things are shaking up in your life, to be honest. We have lightning. Control your anger or you will be sorry. So definitely I'm feeling with this, especially if you're dealing with a family member or a romantic interest, be sure that you're not explosive in your communication with them. Ensure that you are remaining calm and being responsive rather than reactive, and not being provoked. Okay, just be sure that you are not provoked by someone, especially with this ram here, a stubborn and aggressive person. I do feel like you could be dealing with someone who is unpredictable in that way, or who is just in their own way. They're not very open to hearing your side of things, and it's just best to turn away from that and focus on yourself. Okay, And finally, we have dagger, fear, worries, tense situations. And I want to say this is about clearing that energy out, really removing the dagger from your own, it's like taking it out of yourself. And I want to say in meditation, for me, I just had this thought that there's only time for two things in life, okay? Only time for rest, and there's only time for action. Fear and worry, there's no time for that, okay? We only have time for resting, and we only have time for action. So clear out anything that does not align with those two things, okay? Take inspired action, group 2. Don't be controlled by fear and anxiety. So let me know how it resonates in the comments below, please. Your reading, I feel, is very encouraging, just wanting to let you know that there is goodness here for you. There's new opportunities waiting for you, but be patient with the process. Patience, patience, patience. Group 2, okay? Especially with all this Saturn. Things will look good for you. Just get through the challenges and you shall overcome, okay? Take baby steps and you shall arrive. So that's what I have for you. Let me know in the comments how it resonates. Leave it a like if you enjoyed. I send you so much love. May you be healthy, wealthy, blessed, and comforted with love, community, and a sense of joy. I hope that this provided you with a sense of ease and calm, and I hope that for you in general. So until the next time, hopefully I'll see you then. Bye bye, group 2. Hello, group 3, and welcome to your reading on what you need to be aware of. Okay, so we're just gonna go ahead and jump into that question right now with this deck here, and then we're going to get a bit more specific and detailed as we go. So for group 3, please, what do they need to be aware of or made aware of? What do they need to be aware of? Group 3, please. Group 3. Okay. Group 3, I'm feeling a need to be very decisive. I do feel you're coming into this time where you're needing to be more direct with your communication, learning how to develop communication skills in a way. I feel with 3 of Wands, I'm kind of getting with this King of Swords and the 3 of Wands, there could be a tendency to get in your own way a bit, group 3, especially when it comes to going outside of your everyday normal or going outside of a routine that you have in place. Perhaps this is because you could feel, like you need to protect yourself, or that going past a certain limit with certain things could prove to cause more harm than good, or interacting with certain people may not be the best for you. I'm getting this is more so your mentality of really having very strong boundaries. I'm getting for you, group 3. And I want to say it could even cause some issues with allowing things to come to you, because you're already in a bit of defensive energy. And I want to say it could be warranted based in your past relationships or in past situations where you've been open to people or you've been open to opportunities and it didn't pan out the way that you expected or hoped for, or it just wasn't something that helped you. It could have actually hurt you pretty badly. But with that being said, I want to say this is a time of change I'm feeling with this Three of Wands, of you needing to be more in this energy of expansion, being more in this energy of openness and allowing things to come to you, while also still being able to cut out the things that are not going to be beneficial or that aren't going to bring a sense of harmony or joy or fulfillment in your life. So with this ability to be very discerning, with this ability to be very direct, I see that you'll need to be using that ability to be more firm with certain people or certain situations or opportunities that are kind of testing your boundaries, but also learning which new experiences are actually going to lead you farther. I'm getting very big discernment vibes here. So for you, I do feel, group 3, that you need to be made aware of your use of discernment and whether you're being more discriminating or if you're actually cutting out the things or the people or the situations that won't lead to the sense of expansion. Yes, it's honing in that skill of discernment. So I do feel there's going to be some situations or new experiences that will be kind of helping you to refine your discernment and your ability to be very direct and clear with your decisions. It kind of feels like a development of the prefrontal cortex, to be honest, like not being too set in your ways, not being too set on one way of viewing things, but also allowing yourself to expand into new spaces, inviting new people into your life, getting to know new people, overcoming some type of perception that you have of people. I'm kind of getting, for you, group 3, there's probably some underlying feeling that people are going to hurt you eventually, if not immediately, or there's like this mistrusting of others I'm feeling, especially with the King of Swords and the Queen here on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, beneath that we have the shadow side, which is in this deck, that's the Devil card, and that's really just making me think that a part of you that you're not conscious of completely is very protective of you, and I feel consciously you just think that I just need to protect myself because that person is untrustworthy, but really I just feel this is kind of keeping you, yes, it's keeping you safe in a way, but it's also keeping out opportunities. But let's get deeper, okay? We have card number 12, affection. Let's move those over a bit, why don't we? Card number 55, transits with climate. New moon in Pisces, attuned to the divine. First quarter moon in Aquarius, trust the universe. We have Mars in Scorpio with revenge. And Mercury in Taurus with resistance. So we have quite the energy here for you, group 3, don't we? And I want to say, for you, there's like 2 things I'm seeing here. First of all, there's a lot of Taurus energy, so I feel currently when I'm filming Uranus is in Taurus, that's a current transit happening. I feel like that's impacting you and kind of putting a fire beneath you of showing you what changes need to be made, what changes are going to happen, whether you want it to or not. And I'm kind of looking at it as like you're at the beach and you see a massive wave coming. Let's think of like tsunami vibes. And either you have the option to run away, you have the option to stay put and just watch it happen, or you could go and try to ride the wave. I'm really getting, for you, group 3, the encouragement here is to ride the wave. Don't resist any changes that need to be made. Don't resist needing to get out of a certain situation, or trying to hold on to something, or playing this game of like getting back on another person. For some of you, I do feel relationally there has been some challenges or difficulty in communication. Maybe there's a lot of stubbornness that's hard to overcome, whether that is coming from you or the other person. But I'm also feeling this may not resonate for everyone, but for you, group 3, I'm getting this energy of holding resentment towards someone, or holding resentment for something that's happened in the past. And I'm getting this vibe of needing to move through that energy and really take a look at how this situation has been impacting your ability to truly be open and vulnerable with your feelings, with your emotion, and to really be able to connect with other people from the heart space, and not come from a place of I'm just getting very cool or aloof, or with the King of Swords, it's that energy of emotionally unavailable. And I'm feeling it could feel easier to present that energy in new relationship dynamics, because it's a form of protection for you. This energy is kind of giving me like conquest vibes. For some of you, are just like, I don't even want to feel right now. I don't want to feel my emotions. I just want to be doing something. I want to have new experiences. I want to explore. But deep down, group 3, I feel there is this wanting for not only sensual experiences, or sensual doesn't just have to mean interactions with other people sexually or in that way. I'm also feeling just wanting to go out, or pleasing your senses, whether that's your taste buds, your listening to music all the time. I'm just feeling that's kind of like a band-aid for deep emotional, like a craving for emotionality. Yeah, with this Trances card, it just feels like this energy of self-protection and kind of blocking yourself off from really being able to connect with someone on that level of emotionality. And that can feel very difficult as well, because it is a very vulnerable space to be in. But I am seeing that that's what the next step is. Like, you can't stay in this energy of self-protection but for so long, especially if you have a desire of having, a long-term relationship, or if you're wanting to have meaningful relationships in general. I'm getting this push to go beyond this. I'm hearing like persona, or go beyond this mask. And this mirror here in this affection card is really giving like looking at your shadow, or becoming more aware of your shadow through interactions with other people. So let's say you meet someone new and they trigger you by saying something that happened to you in the past, but they're unaware that this is a trigger for you. Sorry about the noise, group 3. And you're like, oh, they intentionally said that, because why would they do that? Why do they think they can play with me? I'm not the one to be played with. I'm about to cut this short. I'm not about to entertain this. It just feels like getting triggered. And in those moments, I want to say, feel that completely, but I would suggest refraining from responding to that person immediately, so that you can really sit with that emotion and ask yourself, why was that my immediate reaction? What's really going on there? And I feel it'll need some time to really meditate and contemplate, okay, with this new moon in Pisces. Very introspective energy, deeply attuning to your own emotions so that you recognize that other people are only triggering what's already inside of you, and seeing how you could be cutting out opportunities to expand in some way because you are on the defense, when the other person could literally be naive to what you've experienced. And I do feel like you've experienced some type of betrayal or some type of deep emotional wounding in your relationships, making it harder to embrace these opportunities. But with this resistance card and all this Taurus energy, you know, the energy of Taurus is very steady, stable, reliable, and comforting, but in its shadow is very stubborn, resistant. It's very my way or the highway. I'm not doing something I don't want to do. I refuse to change this thing or that thing. But, you know, the wave of change is coming. The wave of change is here, and you can't hold on to things that have proven to keep you stagnant. And that's another shadow side of Scorpio and Taurus's stagnancy, as well as Aquarius. You know, all of the fixed signs, quite honestly, which is Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio, and Taurus, have a tendency towards stagnancy. So I feel that, you know, now's the time of seeing how you could be in your own way. So I love that you are being asked to be open to these new experiences, especially in regard to friendships even, or just relating with other people. It doesn't have to, you know, these new relationships don't have to turn into anything significant. That's really not the goal I'm seeing. I just see it's more so about you learning about yourself and being more open to experience, and not carrying around this air of I don't even know how to describe the energy, but it's just like, I can't be messed with, don't come for me. You know, it's not friendly. I'm not feeling major friendly vibes 100% right now. I feel like superficially, yes, you could be friendly and just have a casual short-term conversation with someone, but when it starts to develop into something more, that's when the defenses start to kick in, and that's what you're being made aware of over the course of this time. So it definitely feels kind of deep and we love that over here. So let us get a bit more detail, why don't we? Group 3, and see anything else that you may need to be aware of. Any other messages for group 3 in regards to what they need to be aware of, what they need to be made aware of? You know, for you, the question that I had in mind for this reading was what you need to be aware of, but for you, I feel what you need to be made aware of. So I don't know if there's really a difference in that question, to be honest, but anyway, group 3, please. What do they need to be made aware of? Group 3. Alrighty. We have the Page of Wands on the bottom. Yeah, I do get this urge to want to explore and experience and to push boundaries and to go into new territory, and adopting this childlike energy of just being open and experimental and really trusting. However, I feel like there's some friction with that desire. We have the Knight of Swords, the 10 of Pentacles, and I love this deck. Oh my goodness, I love this deck. And we also have the Ace of Cups. So that is such an old song. I'm thinking of what is that song? You got me stuck in such a love cycle. I read your love Bible. I don't know, whatever. I can't even remember the artist, but I just get this energy of you being made aware of your desire for deep, intimate, passionate love or deep connection in general. And I feel that you really do want something stable and long lasting, something that you can rely on. And that's the primary energy that you're being made aware of. But I feel like that's the desire, that's what you want. But with this Knight of Swords, it's almost like you're very defensive over this desire. It's like, I already know that you're not going to give that to me, so I don't even have time to entertain. But although that there could be some form of truce, I was saying before, not everyone that you are going to be meeting in the upcoming days, weeks, months, not everyone that you're going to meet is there for a long time. I do feel some of them are coming in for a season. They're just showing you things and then they're going to be gone. This is not a time of getting overly attached, period. Let me just put that out there. However, these experiences are helping you to be ready to accept the long-lasting relationships that will result from you learning these things about yourself through opening yourself up to these new experiences overall. I get this vibe of not looking for planting your roots down super quickly, because for you, group 3, I just get very devoted energy. It's very consistent, and I love that. I love that you are able to pour so much into others, but I feel like that's gotten you in some type of difficult situation before, and now it's just like, I don't know, I'm kind of getting like your behavior is not fully in alignment with your desire, and now's the time of really coming into alignment with what you want by cutting away some of these preconceived notions about others, or really questioning how you approach relationships, seeing how your dynamic is within your current relationships, and what things do you like about them and what things do you not like about it. How can you improve your relationships? I keep talking about relationships group 3. So I do feel like that's a big theme for you in how you communicate as well. But with the 10 of Coins, I'm also seeing connecting more closely with your family or healing certain family relationships, getting to the bottom of where these defenses may come from. Maybe they developed from some type of dynamic within your family or within some type of relationship with a certain person in your family. I feel there's like this interwoven complex reason why you have the defenses that you do. But with the Knight of Swords, I do feel you're getting a chance to get to the bottom of it and getting more clear about it, and developing new ways of communicating as well. Learning how to be more compassionate with your communication, how to be more diplomatic with your communication as well. Yeah, I'm also getting, for some of you, this is moving away from a relationship that has been weighing you down or keeping you in this cycle of negativity in some way, or that's just been causing more headache than fulfillment. yeah, I'm thinking, do I need to get another card? And I'm just feeling no. We have the Nine of Pentacles, and the Eight of Wands showing themselves to me. So yeah, I feel a very strong self-reliant energy about you, group 3, or wanting to just be good on your own, or feeling like I don't need anyone. You know, that's coming to an end for sure. I do feel slowly but surely. I do feel you're going to choose to move out of this energy, but there could be some changes that are forced upon you that may be a bit unexpected and leave you in a space of maybe feeling indecisive or not knowing what to do. But like I was saying, get some time to yourself to meditate and contemplate on what's really going on beneath the surface, group 3, because you use your mind a lot. I do feel like you try to be very logical, but sometimes that is not the most helpful. So let's get some final messages for you, group 3. Final messages for group 3, please. Thank you. And I wanted 3 cards. I love when they do that. So we have dog far away. A distant friend is thinking of you. So that could just be a little, hey yo. They might reach out to you. Who knows? We have not unsuccessful plans. Key successful outcome to your problems. And kite vacation. So for sure, you know, I was saying for you, group 3, it feels like you're a very heady person, like you're in your head more than you are in your heart. And I feel like this kite here is really symbolizing a need to take some time to yourself, whether that is going on a physical vacation out somewhere, you know, putting in your 2 weeks notice. That may resonate for some of you. Don't take it if it doesn't. But yeah, I just feel like you could be feeling a bit burnt out, and that's also playing into this wanting to defend yourself or keep yourself safe from something. So definitely take some time to rest. With this knot here, I feel this is more so signaling you needing to get clear on what things are causing disruptions in your plans, what things are not aligned with your plans, and what things have the potential to disrupt what you want long term, and really cutting it out. I do feel with this key here, either someone that you, like a friend, I was saying with the bottom of the deck, maybe a friend is going to provide some type of insight for you to get out of a certain situation. But I do feel with this key here, you don't have to worry too much about how things are going to work out. They will. Things are working out for you. It's just really about you cutting out the things that aren't working out for you, and maybe cutting out some emotional burden that's being carried or has been carried, and cutting out any perceptions that aren't beneficial to you or others. You know, projecting negativity on someone based on your past could also be causing things to not work out. Beneath that, we have bag. Something important such as a new job or a raise. I was saying put in that 2 week. Let me not tell you what to do, but I was saying, I don't know why I said putting in the 2 weeks notice, group 3, but I do feel there's a new opportunity to expand your horizons, and that may even mean getting a new job. So that's where I leave you. I kind of feel like I went a bit over the time for your reading, but I enjoyed it. I don't even mind. I love what I do, okay? I love doing this for you. And if you loved this reading, please remember to leave it a like, subscribe if you haven't already, leave some comments below letting me how it resonated, and hit that bell notification so that you know when I post, because I have been going through the motions myself, and you know, that disrupted the flow of me being able to post, but I also needed that time, so I'm not even mad. You know, we're back and we're better, so same goes to you. You know, take that time and come back better, period. So that's what I have for you, group 3. Much love to you, and may you be blessed, healthy, and wealthy full of love and community and connection, because that is what you are worthy of. And I shall chat with you another time. Until then, bye-bye. Hello, Group 4, and welcome to your reading on what you need to be aware of. So let us go on ahead and get an answer to that question. Then we're going to get a bit more deeper with the Oracle and some additional tarot. So let's start here, okay, Group 4. What does Group 4 need to be made aware of at this time? What do they need to be aware of? Group 4. Take it. I'm not going to take it, but we have the Eight of Pentacles. I do feel for you, Group 4, there's this energy of it's time to do something. It's time to get a move on. It's time to take action in some direction. It's time to devote myself to something career-wise or finding more meaningful work. But let's get an official card for that. Group 4, please. What do they need to be made aware of? Group 4. Do we take it reverse? I always want to know. Okay, yeah, there we go. With the Two of Wands, it's time to expand the horizons. Getting a clear idea of maybe how you have reduced your life to a certain standard, or how you may be wanting to go towards a new direction but aren't quite sure how to get there. There's like this energy of developing plans or getting an idea of how you want things to pan out or what you want your life to look like. I do feel for you, you're being made aware of a new vision of how things could potentially go for you, and maybe how you've been too comfortable within your current situation and how that has stagnated you in some way. I do get this energy of wanting to explore, whether that's through traveling, like actually going somewhere differently, or if this is exploring yourself, exploring your wants, exploring your desires, being made more aware of your deepest and truest desires, what those are for you, restructuring your life based on the answers that you receive about that. I do get this contemplating energy with you, Group 4. I want one more card, please. One more. That's more than one. And that's interesting. Seven of Pentacles came out reversed. You know, in this card, none of the cards are reversed quite yet, because I'm just playing around with the cards, you know? But I feel it's like this back and forth energy with you, Group 4, because you're the only group that's really had reversals come out indecisively. It's like the cards don't know if they want to be reversed or not. And I feel for you, you're being made aware of what aspects of your life you've been investing into that aren't quite providing you with what you want or what you've wanted. Maybe seeing where there's some wasted effort with something, or how there's more headache and disharmony stemming from some type of endeavor. For some of you, I want to say for some of you, it could even involve a relationship that you're trying to mend, but it's really difficult and you're trying to understand your options with that. But overall, this is more about you and your life's direction, and being made more aware of how you could have been scattered or being too invested in others' opinions or in others' drama, or being too impacted by other people's dysfunction, and how that's maybe gotten you off course with your own vision for your life, and how you could be investing into things or maybe trying to solve other people's problems, or maybe help other people, instead of really focusing on how you can plant strong foundations for yourself, or plant seeds that will eventually grow into something extremely fulfilling for you. Group 4. Yeah, I'm getting disappointment from that 7 of Pentacles. Like, it's not working out. How much more do I have to give? Like a burnt out energy. And I want to say step back from whatever is causing you frustration and see how, for one, you may just need a break from it, or you actually do need to consider restructuring your plans. This could definitely be in regard to your work. Maybe it's not as fulfilling as it used to be, or maybe it's just taking a lot out of you, and I feel a big need for rest and for you to clear your mind and feel more inspired, or allow the energy of inspiration to come to you so that you can fully know whether or not it's time to move on from something, or if you just need to go at it from a different angle or strategize. I get big energies of strategizing and clearing space, taking away certain responsibilities that are unnecessary, or clearing out energies that are just causing more confusion. You know, that's what I really feel for you, group 4. We're going to get more specific though. So from the oracles, we have card number 56, progressions. I'm gonna have to reintroduce those cards in just a bit. I'm just going to put those over there. We have card number 4, emotion. New moon in Taurus, know your worth. Card number 8 with the moon in Scorpio, power. Card number 7 with the sun in Libra, harmony. And card number 9 with the sun in Sagittarius, enthusiasm. So I'm immediately seeing how we have the card of progressions, and we have 7, 8, 9. So there's this big energy of moving ahead, pushing forward, continuing to continuing to invest in yourself, or invest in something that will help to solidify more stability in your life. I'm getting this energy of stability, and particularly it is rooted in coming to an emotional equilibrium, or finding more stability within your emotions here. There could involve some type of family healing that's occurring for you, or harmonizing a relationship with your family, maybe with an important woman in your life, or just being more expressive with your feelings in a more harmonious way. Also, with the moon in Scorpio, I do feel I am getting this energy of something or someone having some level of power over your emotions, like their actions impact your emotions on a very deep level. And I'm seeing how you could be recognizing that with this 5 of Swords here, and seeing how for some of you they may thrive on, disrupting you in some way. Of course, not all of you, but it does feel like there's some form of complexity within a relationship. It's very hot and cold, or it's just very dysfunctional in some way. And I do feel like they dwell in your mind, or your relationship with them is constantly on your mind, and it kind of distracts you from fully being able to invest in yourself, or fully being able to invest into visualizing a life that is going to free you from such close interaction for some of you, or free you from the current position that you're in. Because I do feel a slight dissatisfaction with your current station in life, or just not as fulfilled by what's currently happening and wanting to expand in some way, or you're looking for something to change. And I see changes happening, but I feel it more so is in your hands. Group 4, it's a lot about what you choose to do and where your attention is going. So a big energy that you're needing to be aware of is where your attention and where your focus is going, and not dwelling so much in your emotions. I'm feeling this is more about you being action oriented and focused on, okay, yes, a situation with a certain person is not going quite well. It could be someone in your family, or just a very important relationship that is emotionally deep in some way. Yes, that relationship may be undergoing its own challenges, but am I allowing myself to get sucked into that energy and drained by it? Or is it helping me to redirect that energy into something that will help me to move forward and get to a new level in life that I've been wanting to? With this Know Your Worth and new moon in Taurus, I am getting this energy. The moon is exalted in Taurus, meaning that it is showing its best qualities in that sign. The moon in Taurus usually is very stable within their emotions, very aware of what their needs are, but still able to navigate situations that are emotionally charged with grace and with some level of seeming ease. And I'm seeing that is what's really being called upon you at this time, is learning how to navigate these emotionally charged situations with more grace and ease, so that you're not being disrupted by it, but you're taking more wisdom from the interaction. Although they may be difficult, I'm definitely feeling like this person or the situation, whether this is in a family situation or even a coworker for some of you, it just feels like it's combative in some way. Or either for some of you, they could be emotionally manipulating you. I'm not sure if they're completely aware of it or not, but I do feel like they themselves have some emotional things they need to work out on their own. And in no way is that an excuse for them to project that onto you, but I feel for you, this is just about you learning more about your own needs and what you need to feel stable and secure within yourself. With this cucumber here, I'm really getting this energy of either, if you're not allergic to what I'm about to say, then you may want to try it and see how you feel, but slicing cucumber and lemon in your water could be very refreshing for your body, and I feel that will help you to feel a lot more relaxed in helping you to come to a center within yourself, so that you are more able to be aware of your emotions. It may be some mint as well, like mint water or mint tea. I'm feeling to ease those emotions. But I don't want to focus so much on that chaotic energy, to be honest, because I feel like that's consuming you a lot. And I want to say, with this enthusiasm, with the sun in Sagittarius, this is a really big energy of being more conscious of the options and the opportunities you have in this life, and the many directions that you have to go, and being inspired by that rather than overwhelmed, like, oh my god, I don't know what to do, how will I ever achieve that, what is the way forward. It's like, just take that first step and the other steps will be revealed as you go. It's like one by one, left foot, right foot. Okay, let's not try to figure out the whole trajectory of this journey, but just take it a step at a time. And that's also the energy of this moon in Taurus, is just being here and present and experiencing all that is right now and getting the information that you have and utilizing it as you acquire more information, but just making use of what you do know, gaining more information about your steps forward, getting in communication with people who can help you to move forward, but really, getting out of the mind and stop contemplating so much about what needs to be done and just do it. Okay, group 4, just do it. I'm definitely getting that Nike vibe. Okay, maybe it's time to get some new shoes, going on a hike or something, getting more outside as well for you. Yeah, I'm getting this pent up energy, like it's just a routine that you may be stuck into, and it's time to shake things up and go outside of that. In my mind I heard yep. So I think I need to move on now to the tarot. These readings have been long. I'm not even mad. Okay, so what does group 4 need to be aware of? Please, group 4, what do they need to be aware of? I'm hearing that song, I'm going through changes. I'm going through changes. Oh, in my life. Oh, okay. I love that. I might link it, period. We have Temperance, so definitely some energy of travel. Like, if you have not traveled recently, it doesn't have to be this long, a broad journey. For some of you, if your finances or if your situation allows for it, go for it. Please get outside of what you know. Do that, because I think it will really provide you with healing, for one, helping you to get a more balanced perspective of your situation. But also with this Temperance card, I was saying to drink that water. Okay, group 4, I really feel either drinking a lot of water, not either, that is, yes, drink water, stay hydrated. Also, I'm feeling like spiritual bath vibes, like just connecting with the element of water is going to help you to understand your emotions better. So, I recommend taking a spiritual bath. Try to fit that into your schedule. Just taking a bath, period. It doesn't have to be spiritual. It could just be a bath. Not a shower, a bath, if you have the resources to do so. But I just feel like things are definitely changing for the better, and it may be difficult to see that because it feels like it is very slow moving changes. Okay, I feel that energy of patience. Okay, you need patience. Find joy in the moment. Do something, although the issue with whatever's going on, whatever dysfunction is happening, maybe it's dysfunction in the workplace, maybe it's dysfunction with your family or in another relationship, although that may be happening and it won't, or it feels like it won't be solved immediately, in which I'm feeling like it will take time, really try to find joy in other things, like having your favorite food, enjoying your favorite show, listening to your favorite music, not focusing so much on what's not working, okay, not keeping your attention on that, because it just feels like that's what's breeding this confusion or this like fear or worry about things not working out. And it's like shifting your attention, shifting your focus, and looking ahead, seeing where you could be developing plans while there's this time of waiting, I want to say, or this time of things up in the air. This is the perfect time for you to get clear on what you want and where you're headed. With these 3 cards, I feel like you're going through major changes for sure, especially with progressions coming out. That just feels like things changing, moving forward. And this is about you moving forward and you becoming more self-reliant or self-sufficient, I want to say. Not maybe self-reliant, but I feel more so self-sufficiency, and really being able to continue to invest in the things that matter to you and not giving up on what is truly calling to you or what you truly want just because you fear that it'll take a lot of work or that it will be overwhelming. Know that you are capable, know your worth. Do not dim yourself down or do not doubt what you're capable of achieving, because that is what will keep you stagnant and in disharmonious situations. It's really time to muster up that courage and see yourself as more than you have been seeing. I feel like an expansion of your self-concept is coming in, especially, yes, with this sun in Sagittarius. If you've ever met a sun in Sagittarius person or someone who identifies as a Sagittarius, you know, that energy is very optimistic, open, expansive, experimental, experiential, you know, knowledgeable. They are wanting to do things differently, or they're like a bit impulsive, kind of going with the flow of change. And I feel that's that energy that needs to be adopted, you know, so that you can move things forward. But I don't want to repeat myself. Okay, just know that things are changing and you have to participate in the change and get ready for things to move forward. You know, get yourself ready to move forward and take action. Big energy on taking action, okay, group 4. So let's get some final messages for you. Final messages for group 4, please. Excuse me. We have, period. We have butterfly, a change for the better. What was I saying? You're going through changes. For real, period. And, you know, it's a butterfly on there, and I feel like your career is also, you know, changing, or maybe you're wanting to make a career shift, or you're thinking heavily about some career changes that need to be made, and it could feel daunting. I'm not even going to entertain that card, for real. Okay, I'm not going to. I want to say with this butterfly, you know, I go outside often, and, you know, I see the caterpillars crawling on the ground. I'm like, oh my goodness, they are so vulnerable. Like, literally a bike could ride by right now and they're gone. So I feel like you are in this vulnerable space of feeling like, you know, if one more thing happens, I am done. But just know that you're on your way into the cocoon. Maybe you're already in the cocoon and you're turning into liquid before you burst out of it and become this butterfly. I feel like you're going through this time of transition, or you're in this transitory space, and it feels confusing. It feels like, oh my gosh, where are we going? But just know things are working out for you. We have the Wheel of Fortune. That is good luck. That is things working out way better than you expected. Especially with Temperance, you know, I feel like your work will be rewarded if you continue to push forward. So, anything else? Alrighty. And we have money path. A path with money is waiting for you to find. So, definitely something about your career and, you know, getting yourself to a position of authority. We have, so do something risky, take a chance. Yeah, with that Wheel of Fortune and Temperance, you know, it's big Jupiter energy. So Sagittarius could be very major for you, okay? Or that energy, that wanting to expand. I just feel that big energy. Sagittarius is also more prone to taking risks. Fire signs in general, like Aries and Sagittarius mainly. Maybe Leo, but I definitely feel like channeling that inner tiger, you know, channeling that inner trust in yourself of just like going after it, you know, fearless, confident, courageous. These two animals, okay? Just see yourself as worthy of getting to this position of authority. Become your own authority, group 4. You decide. Okay, so go ahead and take a seat on your throne. But also, I feel like with this career shift, I feel like it's going to help you to boost your credentials, or it's going to lead to a greater opportunity. And for some of you, this may include needing to go back to school, or applying knowledge that you've gained from school in some way. But it's definitely time to level up, and that could feel daunting, but you got it. Okay, remember, a money path. That money path, okay, is waiting for you. So keep going. Don't give up. Trust in yourself. Group 4. So that's what I have for you. I love you so much. Let me know in the comments how it resonated. Leave it a like if you enjoyed this reading, if it helped if it helped you in some way, shape, or form. And subscribe if you haven't already. Also, remember to hit that bell notification so that you know when I post. Okay, period. Thank you again, Group 4. Just know that things are working out for you. I know it may feel quite the opposite with certain things going on in your life, but trust and believe. Trust and believe me. Hold on. For real, y'all might need to listen to some music, or, just have an enjoyable experience. Go out and have a nice time with someone you love. Just take more time to enjoy, okay, Group 4. So anyway, I need to really end this. I have things to do today, okay? I have class at 2. But anyway, let me go. I hope you have a great day, night, or evening, and you are worthy of goodness and greatness, and I wish that to you. I love you, and may you be healthy, wealthy, blessed, abundant, full of love, full of joy, and surrounded by community and deep and meaningful connections, okay, Group 4? So that's what I leave you with until the next time. Bye-bye.